All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. All right, I think we should be good to go. All right, let me kind of center myself a little bit here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another part of the Pokemon Violet playthrough, specifically the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero expansion. Uh, Last part, it was mainly a training session, and honestly, this is probably gonna be the same for this one, cause man, we still got quite a ways to go before we're ready to face off against Lacey. Um. So, I'll probably do a little bit kind of like what I did last time, where I'll do kind of like the first bit or so, just kind of doing a general around the area, see if I could face off against any trainers, see if I could probably catch uh, some new Pokemon. Let's see, what could I kind of use here? Maybe Hairmole will be better. Bridgeton can stay out. I think Bridgeton can be helpful in some regard. Let's try starting off with Flash Cannon on the Hisuian Quillfish. See how that works. Okay, yeah, that's Shadow Ball. Not sure how I felt about that. Oh, you jerk! Energy Ball. That... yeah. Man, I don't want to rely too much on Igloo, because Igloo is kind of the closest that is going to be ready to... It's the one on my team that's almost done, so, yeah, Okay, shame that Polar didn't exactly, shame that Polar didn't exactly, hang in there. I was kind of hoping to. Okay. Look, a Dugong. Okay, Charstone Cavern can lend itself to some interesting Pokemon and some interesting trainers. So let's take a look around here, because we haven't, I don't think we've really been in here. So let's see what we kind of got going on here. I think there's trainers in both, there's trainers of both the Cannon and Polar biomes in here, if I recall. Yeah, quite a number of Pokemon that I've encountered before, as well as some Pokemon that aren't really going to help me in the moment. Thunderbolt TM is pretty nice. Hold on. You might be a handy option. Dynamo. Okay, I'm gonna get you into Quick Ball. Nice part about the Dynamo line, it's the mono electric type that has Levitate, meaning it has no weaknesses, because its only weakness is ground, but the Levitate negates the ground weakness. I'm gonna call you... Float Leech. Yeah. Interesting stat distribution for sure, but... But yes, it can evolve into Allele Trick and Electros, and I gotta make sure I have myself a Thunderstone, because I think I am going to need the Thunderstone for... Oh, don't tell me I don't have one. I don't have a Thunderstone? What is this nonsense? That I better hope I find one around here, because, there kind of goes that idea. It's at level 73, too. Man, I might find a Thunderstone around here. Who knows? Joltik is another. I'm seeing plenty of Joltik, so I might have a mind to catch one of those. Rotom. Rotom can also be handy. And I have yet to catch one. I need to go back someplace where I could get the magazine, or I guess the catalog rather, to get it to change forms. I do not want to accidentally take this out. Okay, good. Alright. Can you get in the dust ball, please? You little... Get in the dust ball. You are just being a little snot, aren't you? There we go, critical catcher. I like to see you try to get out of that. I'm gonna call you... Oop. Okay, kind of blanking on how to... Is it appliance? Yeah, okay, I knew it was IA. So, what would be a good... Applying Geist. Can I fit it? Yeah, I can fit it. Didn't mean to just give it a super potion, but I guess since I did, let's just use up some of these smaller potions that we kind of don't really need. Okay, boxes. It'd be nice if we could find a Thunderstone somewhere. It'd be really nice if we... maybe we'll also... Maybe we can also buy one in Mesagosa if we really need it. What's in here? That's just straight up I think that's just a straight up Electros. But I already caught a Tynamo. And plus, the Terra type might actually not work in its favor. You know? Because it's like, you already get a good advantage with its normal type be and the levitate ability. So, I don't know how to feel about it transforming into another type other than the one it already has. Like, unless if it's just also weak to ground. But even then, it would also be weak to other types, too. And so I'm taking this opportunity to explore this cave a little bit. Oh, electro web. Okay, have I been in this one yet? Not sure if I have, or if I did, I didn't take a good enough look at it. Okay, there's Carvos. Swear I'm gonna catch a Joltik before I leave. Okay, I think I probably jumped on this crystal thing before. Okay, there we go. We're back up top. I'm also getting some experience candy, which will definitely be helpful. Alright. Can I actually go up there? I'm not... I'm not really concerned with getting, a kid right now. Okay, let's see here. Whoa, 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 Beldum. Yeah, I'm catching you. Assuming that you would have stayed in the ball. Hopefully this does not take it out. Good. This Pokemon could actually be very handy. If it would just stay in the darn ball. Okay, we probably are gonna need a not test ball, timer ball. Okay, I would actually like Chimney to get some experience. So, who do I who do I send out? Um, send out Igloo. Well, at least I got 3 shakes. That means it's gonna go. That means it's gonna go in the next one, right? Although the thing is, I probably shouldn't have too many steel Pokemon on my team because that Excadrill is gonna absolutely destroy them. If I do. Hmm. What should I name it? Oh my goodness, my phone's going crazy. Cause I have Discord on, and the notifications don't pause for a certain amount of time before they start spamming all over the place. So I am gonna call you Hal. I'm gonna call you Hal 10,000. Let's see. Let me at least try evolving you. No, not you. Sorry. Okay, you got clear body. And what are you about? Lower attack? Aw, man. Not exactly what I want to see. But if I do end up using you, we are going to have to live with that. Goodness. Alright, you're evolved into Metang. Metal Claw and Confusion. Okay. Now I can give you a large one. Now I can give you another large one. And just like that, I got myself a Metagross. Really good Pokemon. Okay, Hammer Arm. Okay, let's I mean, we could take this opportunity to give it a good special attack. Let's see. Magnet Rise could be very, very, very helpful. Okay, Meteor Mash or Flash Cannon. I would say Meteor Mash would still be a good one to have. And then, so yeah, normally Zen Headbutt would be good, but I think in this instance, Psychic might actually be a good move for this particular one to have. And then I think Hammer Arm might still be a good idea for it. Explosion, in case if I really want to be petty. Okay. Nah, I'll keep Hammer Arm. Okay, but for the time being, we are not going to raise Hal 10,000 up. We are gonna put Chimney back in. But Hal 10,000 will be a good option if I could make it work, especially with that Magnet Rise, because that would be a very good way to counter the Excadrill. and Hammer Arm would be a good super effective move against it. Oh yeah, I know. I'm like 30 minutes in, but just a bit of a reminder. I will be planning a post switch to direct discussion, although it'll probably be more than just reacting to the switch to direct for sure. All in all, I'm still excited for this system, but you know, there are some snags about it that I can't ignore. Nor can I really defend entirely. Like, there are some aspects that I can defend to a degree, just to kind of keep things on kind of like a bit of an even playing field. But it is also one of those things where it's like, I can't ignore the criticism entirely. And just so that everyone knows that there isn't really much to criticize about the system or the offering of games. It's unfortunately something that can be controlled to an extent, but not entirely, especially in the year 2025. And that's regards to how much everything costs. So that unfortunately is something to kind of it is very much a genuine criticism, but you know, kind of like how I try to approach everything, at least everything nowadays, is that I always try to figure out, okay, well, what reason could be like a potential cause for why things the way they are, and is the reason how justified are those reasons? Because I know it is very tempting to get caught on, like, you know, kind of both on, you know, the kind of the knee-jerk criticism bandwagon, or I guess hate wagon, I guess, if we want to go to that extreme. But it's also easy to immediately defend, you know, to be immediately defensive. And I could have avoided buying a metal ally. I just found one here, but it's also easy to get a little too defensive, and ending up defending things that you really shouldn't be defending in the first place. And I'll definitely go over that stuff in my discussion whenever I have a chance to plan that out, just mainly because, and it has been really hard to gauge these past couple of days. You know, I honestly find myself fortunate that I was able to just stream today. Um, you know, and I know that there's going to be a direct, also another direct coming up specifically for Mario Kart World. Um, so you know, it'd be interesting to tune into that again, because you know, if I'm in the event that I can't find myself being able to purchase Switch 2 right away, you know, there's kind of a limit to kind of how much can I attend, you know, any future Nintendo Directs if they're just going to be featuring games that I cannot really play. You know, maybe the first few of them are totally good because, you know, they'll still have Switch 1 games, they'll have Switch 1 games they'll have like an upgrade pack to Switch 2 games and the like, you know. They'll probably have stuff coming to Switch 2 that I'll be excited about. But again, kind of like PS5, it's like I mean, I can only have so much excitement for um, something that I'm not even able to get, you know? Okay, let's see now. I think I spend enough time in this darn cave. You know, so... you know, I said I get a Joltik before I leave, so now I'm gonna try to get a Joltik before I leave. Oh, hey, it is straight up Metang. Alright, Joltik was caught. Raging Fury, okay. What is that about? Oh, this is basically a fire thrash or outrage. Well, yeah, there's no reason to have nasty plot if I'm not even gonna if I'm not even gonna use special moves. Hmm. What am I doing on this Pokedex? All right, 65 Pokemon. All right, not too bad. Okay. All right. The other thing that I kind of want to do before I kind of... Oh, did I get Drillbur here? Oh yeah, Cannon Biome. Okay. Um... I want to see if I could get more Galarian twigs so that I have the option regarding my Toxapoke. Although, given it seems like it's gonna have a lower special attack, I might do Galarian Slowbro anyway, and I might already have the twigs for that. Because yeah, once I get Igloo evolved, I'll probably have Toxapoke be the next Pokemon I put in. Hell 10,000 will probably be the next one, and then I'll go from there. All right. So let's see. So yeah, let's just find the beach where we'll find more of those twigs. Do another sweep there, and then well then we're probably gonna go back to the reliable Chansey training. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, no, that's a suing quillfish. I already caught that. Ready for a challenge? Not really. Okay, yeah, just grabbing some stuff. Milkery. You know what? I haven't gotten a Milkery yet, and this might end up being a little handy later. Alright, Milkery was caught. I'm gonna call you Whippy. Alright. We're gonna change that. We'll stop and do the sandwich thing in a bit. Comet shard, nice. Yeah, it'd be nice if that was a thunderstone, but since I'm out on the ice, nah, that's probably all I'm getting. Okay, 65. Okay, well. 67. Okay. Alrighty. Definitely getting some Pokemon here, that's for sure. Just trying to get some options. That's all. I sure am. Alright, I got the Breaking Swipe TM. Okay, how many? Okay, so let's see now. A lot of these trainers have the black message box with the yellow border, and it's just like, no, the Pokemon that I'm training are not ready for them. What gives? You know, especially because, you know, it makes sense for me to have a more balanced team, you know, instead of Pokemon with the same two to three types, you know? Well, I already got the Lapras with the unique Terra type. Well, I could certainly find a Water Stone easy enough. Okay, well, I'm finding the feathers. Galarica... Galarica... Oh, goodness, I cannot say it. Galarica Twig. Okay, how many of these things have I gotten? Okay, 20. So yeah, I could probably do either or, but I'm probably gonna end up doing the Slowbro, which I think I already got it. I think I already started with enough for the Slowbro. Okay, now the one that knows how to put this together is at the same plaza as Lacey is. I just need to find her. Yeah, there's over and under, over and under. Galarica twigs go all around, and a nice accessory is what we've found. I can weave you a Galarica cuff or a Galarica reef if you bring me some Galarica twigs. Okay, so I think the cuff is the Slowbro, and the reef is the Slowking. It takes more for the reef than the cuff. Okay, and you know, in the event we catch another Galarian Slowpoke, we'll come back to get the other one. Okay, so now that that business is done, you know, barring any other Pokemon that we run into that might help, or any trainers that we run into that we're willing to fight, we're gonna go back to the usual training routine of hunting down Chanseys and trying to get a lot of experience from them. So, oh, Blossom. I would catch you, but at the same time, I would rather evolve you, from a Gloom, if at all possible. Or at least have the complete original line from Kanto, and then just catch you. You know, that could work too. Okay, so I need to go back to the Savannah. That's where all the Chansey are. I have not defeated 5 students in the coastal biome yet. Oh, nope, I did. An indoor sea. There's a sea here. It's at the terrarium stone. Isn't that the same as the sea outside, though? Yeah, I mean, technically we're underwater, so, it's like there's a sea within a sea. What? Oh, that ain't good. Why? Oh. What the heck just happened? Oh, they can get off like 2 attacks at once because of that ability. And yeah, that's like the special move that allows it to change types based on what type it is that isn't flying. Okay, well, I'm putting an end to that. Okay, now. Huh. Well, No, I mean, I am going to need to go to the healing station at the center of the plaza. Oh boy. Alright. Because, yeah, I mean, right now I only really have 2 Pokemon that could kind of help me a little bit. you know. Well, I mean, soon to be 3, I guess. Oh, Chansey! Man, 1 acrobatics and it's down. Hi, Deerling. Bye, Deerling. Experience Candy XL. Ooh, that could be very handy. Oh my goodness, get out of my way, please. You don't even offer that much XP. Fine, I'll get off my Rhydon and go around you. Okay. Man, it'd be nice if there was an outbreak of Chansey or Blissey. That would be very nice. You know what? We still gotta do that, picnic thing. Make a sandwich. Okay, and it has to have more than 3 ingredients. Okay, we did the hefty last time. Chlorfcall. Oh goodness. There's smoky. There's hamburger patty. Great cheese, ultra cheese, fried filet. ELT, bocadillo, ultra egg sandwich. Ultra potato salad sandwich. Avocado sandwich, dessert sandwich, curry and rice. What the fuck? Marmalade, just marmalade. Okay. Pickle sandwich, ultra peanut butter sandwich. Great jam. Let's see. Great noodle sandwich. What is that? See, ultra noodle sandwich. What is that? You know what? Screw it. We're gonna do an ultra potato salad sandwich. It's like you just gotta be that extra. Alright, we got the potato salad. Then we got some red onion. Red bell pepper. And we got avocado, which my sister really likes. She's all about that avocado. And we got cucumber. Ta-da! Masterpiece. I don't know if I got anything outside of a 3-star for doing this thing. Okay. Well, there's a Caesar outbreak right now. I mean, I guess with Infernape, they'd be easy to take out, I guess. Maybe. I mean, the attacks he knows are physical attacks, so, not quite. If anything, a freaking Caesar outbreak is kind of terrifying, because they're no slouches. You know. Great attack, great defense. Only 4 times weak to fire. Like, if I had a special fire attacker on my... well, I mean, I guess if I pulled Screamo Gator into the party, it'd be open season, but I don't want Screaming Gator to get too high of a level, you know? If we're coming up rather low on the chances, we might have to look around at other options then, or at least wander the general terrarium a bit. Cause yeah, it's like I have not really gotten anyone fully leveled up yet. So, kind of need to do something about that. You know, how many training sessions am I willing to do before I say, screw it, I'm just gonna pick a team of 6 that seems like they'll get the job done. And just take my chances. Come on, man. Unless if you're a big, round, egg-like Pokemon, I don't have any business with you at the moment. Unless if you're like a shiny and I'm gonna try to catch you. while picking up these experience candies are nice and all, I don't think they're gonna really cover it. I mean, there is plenty of evolved Pokemon that I can easily fight and all. But it's like, they're just not going to give nearly as much experience as a Chansey would. I mean, definitely uninvolved Pokemon are off the table unless if it's part of a trainer battle, because trainer battles will give you more experience by default as well as give you some money. Oh! You jerk! Out of my way! Out! No, it's getting away! Ah! That was a Blissey! That was a Blissey, and it spotted me! No, that would have been a really good boost to my training. Why? Oh, that sucks. You know how hard it is to find one of those when there's not an outbreak of them? I guess I really should have just... I really should have just taken out the Rhyhorn out of principle. But yeah, this is the reason why I say that the expansion is mainly gonna be the Blueberry Academy, just because it takes it, especially if you want to actually you know, actually stand a decent chance against all of the Blueberry Elite Four members, you're gonna have to train a bunch of Pokemon up. In fact, one of the trials that you're basically required to. So yeah, it's like, and even some of the basic trainer fights can definitely catch you unaware. Yeah, I think there is a cave here. Figured since we're not really doing too hot on the Chanseys. You know, I don't think we've been in... I'm not sure if we've been in this one too much. Might have. Might have actually gotten a Alolan Diglett here. I mean, this is also worth revisiting because there is a good chance that when you do eventually start unlocking, you know, the biomes to have more Pokemon available, A lot of those new Pokemon are starters, so there's a good chance that you'll find like a starter or two in here. Yeah, I think I'm kind of back in the coastal biome. You know what? Yeah, I need something to distract myself. I missed out on taking out a Blissey. Okay, what is up here? Bruxish eh. I didn't get too much of a chance of being up here, so... a little nice change of scenery from, you know, circling the savanna biome. Yeah, let's go over to the cannon biome a little bit. See if there's anything we missed over there that we could find. Maybe even possibly catch. I think I could get a Cleavor here, which wouldn't be a bad idea. But yeah, I saw that in one of the games that might be scheduled to get an upgrade pack, Scarlet and Violet were listed in addition to the upcoming Pokemon Legends ZA. So, you know, that is really nice, you know. Might actually have a gate that's actually, you know, properly optimized, and hopefully with the bugs moved out. It's a shame that they couldn't really do that for the Switch 1, but, you know, I mean... is what it is, I guess. Alright, well, we found a trainer we haven't fought yet. That's nice. Alright, you are mainly doing fighting types. Okay. Ah! Well, Chimney's not gonna be really helpful. And again, neither are most of my Pokemon because... well, first, Chimney, I don't want to switch Chimney out. Yeah, Cooley is like the only other Pokemon that I can use because they're both fighting types. Like, this isn't really working out. What the heck was that? Oh! Uh, huh. This may not turn out well. Oh no. Okay, Not exactly what I wanted. Okay. You kind of really do something here. Really? Oh. Those are the only two Pokemon that I could have realistically used. Okay. Hmm. Not ideal. Okay, got one of them down. That's good. Well, you seem dead set on using counters, so, you have another one? Well, damn it. I'm gonna need to go back to the Pokemon Center, or the healing station in the center of the... In the center of the terrarium again. Alright. You are weak against steel, though, because you're a partially nice type, so yeah, down you go. I know, only half of my Pokemon got experience through all that trouble, so, yeah, for shame indeed. Okay. Not for nothing, we get a chance to reset, and we're gonna circle around the Savannah area again for Chansey. Yeah, I know. After all that trouble, I mean, Igloo's almost done. Not for nothing, but then I still got quite a bit of work to do. Yeah, I definitely got quite a bit of work to do. Got quite a bunch of new TMs though. I will say that. All right, Savannah, Savannah. I, Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully, when we see a Blissey, we will actually be able to fight it and get experience points. But I'll be fine with just seeing a bunch of Chansey. Oh. You are not escaping me. In fact, once I'm done with you, I'm gonna go after your friend over there next. Wow, I didn't take it out. That's interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, is that a Pokemon over there? No, it's just a branch. It's like, I don't remember seeing that before. Well, yeah, because it was a branch. But yeah, it was kind of no surprise that when it came to fighting all the trainers, I did the Savannah ones first because I just naturally ran into them while farming for Chansey. Because, yeah, I think the biomes have, like, anywhere from 12 to 15 trainers, and, it's like there's reward for, I think, defeating 5 trainers, defeating 10 trainers, and then I think the last reward is defeating all the trainers, and it's just, like, you know, a boost in BP. Which is definitely really handy early on, especially if you want to, you know, get the biome upgrades, which, man, they charge you 2,000 BP for those. It's nuts. You gotta do it 4 times. And then you gotta raise enough BP to do all the other stuff that you want to do, especially when it comes to, like, rematching people. It's crazy. That's why I didn't really finish it in my playthrough of Scarlet, and I don't think I'll probably finish it here either. Even if I decide to do just extra parts solely dedicated to that, and, like, you know, getting as much filled up from the Pokedex whenever I could, just to unlock the photography person's quests. You know? Just all this stuff that I'm doing around training? Yeah, it's a bunch of that. Over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, I know. Very, very engaging content, I know. Alright, I'm starting to run into a little bit of more of them now. Chimney is catching up a little. It's like now Chimney, freaking Trapinch. I have to take it out because thanks to Arena Trap, I can't leave. I can't run. And it almost took my Infernated out too with Earthquake. But it's enough to level up Igloo at least. Okay, so... Okay, Igloo is done. Finally, we got one. Finally got a Pokemon done. Alright. No, you are gonna be next, because I definitely have a lot in the way of Steel types, but not so much... Okay, you probably have more experience too, so Toxapoke is going to take point for a while. Let's see, bag. I have the thing to evolve you with. Where is it? Alright, I got the cuff. Become a Galarian Slowbro. Yay! Alright, Shell Sidearm. Okay. It could be either physical or special, but it will poison. It may, whichever inflicts more damage, but it'll also have a chance to poison the target. So we're gonna just give you that. Alright, what else can you learn? Okay. Surf can be handy. You know, just for coverage sake. I think just giving it a physical psychic move could also be helpful. Really? Okay. I don't know how Nightfall affects the Chansey rate. Hopefully not too bad, because, I mean, not that I was getting a lot of luck during the daytime either. Okay. Got Magmar over here, just chilling. That's fine. You can just be at your spot. No worries. Ain't gonna bug ya. Of course, the Pokemon I need to train with the most experience is also the one that's hard to find. Alright, shell side off. No. And down you go. Did I fight against this trainer already? Oh, no I haven't. Okay, well I'm gonna fight against you now. You want to battle? Sure. Wayne the student. Alright, Polteguy. This matchup is a little if I do say so myself. Swap in for... What? It cannot be switched out. Oh, this ain't good. Huh. Hey, that works for me. That does not work for me. Alright, that took care of one Pokemon. But now you're confused. Of course, take out the Pokemon that I was really hoping to train. Golurk! Ah, man, this is... This ain't good. Okay, took the Poltegeist out first. So we only have this honkin' mass to deal with. Really, Fire Punch, that's what you're going with. Okay, Cooley, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to pull through for me, Cooley. Although not bad, Hairmole. Hey, nice job, you two. Hairmole's not doing too shabby, you know, it's leveling up pretty good. Then there's Glitor, which, I mean, you are an option. Not sure how I feel about that option, but you are an option. And it should be stressed, I do have some level 80 option and 82 options that I could sub in if I feel like I'm not getting anywhere with the Pokemon that I'm raising. But I really hope it doesn't come to that, because, I would like to win the first time, or at the very least the second time. Once we start getting, third and fourth times here, that's when I have to start asking myself, okay, what's going on? And the trial itself is pretty simple. It's just like a little quiz she set up, while she just gushes over cute Pokemon. And then the fight is just like, hmm. Really? Double Edge? Okay. Because, yeah, if there's two Pokemon that think I think she has, she has that Excadrill, which is, the type outside of her fairy theme that, that will really set you off course. Because, every Blueberry Elite Four has the one. And I think the starter that she ends up with is Primarina, which, oh boy, that's also another challenge for itself, because Primarina is a pretty darn good starter. Water, fairy, freaking special attack and special defense are up there. I don't know what Pokemon she uses for the terastallization, though. Okay, just randomly ran into a deerling. Okay, the hell? Didn't ask to run into you either, Tauros. Oh boy. Couldn't get away from a Litleo? A Litleo. Like, I mean, I know Slowbro is slow, but it's like... Litleo ain't threatening. Pyroar, I could probably understand. Probably even take it out with Surf. But, eh. Oh, hold on. No, you ain't going anywhere. Here, I'll even give you a Zen Headbutt this time. Okay, what BBQs did I have? Okay, defeat wild using auto battle and, swimming, polar biome, which I could probably get both of them at once with one picture. Ooh, 2 chances. Yeah, not gonna be interrupted by a Rhyhorn this time. Even though, man, it would have been nice if you were Blissey, I will say. Okay. Probably swap around for Chimney. Did I fight you? Okay, I fought you. Yeah, I know. Not the most interesting, but we gotta do it. That's why I, at the very least, try, at least have, like, the first hour or so be actual exploring around the terrarium. So it isn't just me bullying random Chansey for, like, 2 hours straight. Until I get to the levels I needed. Because, man... Or until I, like, find, like, a random trainer that I haven't fought yet. Because, yeah, it's like I'm almost at the 2 hour mark, and it's like I only finished getting one Pokemon ready. This is definitely going to take a while before we even attempt to fight Lacey. And then there's the matter of Drayton, which, freaking Dragon Trainer, and of course I have to have a team of Terrera-only Pokemon, hopefully balanced enough so that I could take on, his 3 trainers. It's like, yeah, very simple trial and concept, but it's just at the same time, it's like, I have to get specifically a team of Pokemon that I specifically caught here ready, and then I gotta get another team ready just to face him. Which, I mean, granted, there could be some overlap, yes, but it's like, man... Man, I guess in a way that's why I'm probably glad, like, I managed to make that one part where I faced both Crispin and Amorous work out as well as I did. So it's like I got 2 taken care of in one go, even though I had to have the part a little bit longer than usual to make it work. Especially because I think I had to do a rematch for Amorous. No chances here. I know after a while I tend to just be like, screw it, I'll just fight any Pokemon that looks like they'll give me enough experience. But I guess I'll fight you. Not with Infernape though. Yeah, no. Yeah, that was the reason why. Oh, why did I do Sludge Wave? I could have done Power Jam. Well, I guess that was enough. Okay. Okay, yeah, rare candy. That is nice. Yeah, I'll probably give it like another 45 or so minutes. We'll probably call it a day right there. Because again, there's only so much that I could show of this. I mean, I'm also finding some good experience candy, you know, for the event that I'll need to use it. Man, I usually have better luck than this. They are just not out today. And I know I'm not always guaranteed an outbreak. But it's like, oh, found one. Meow. Yeah, Hairmole's almost done. That is gonna be like 3 steel types though. Huh. I hope that doesn't bite me in the butt. Especially concerning that Excadrill. I lost? Yeah, where are the Chansey? Or if you happen to see a Blissey, can you point me in the direction of it? Oh, another one. Alright. Man, just cruising around the savannah, it's like... I haven't really seen much of anything. Okay, there we go. We're at least seeing some Pokemon. It's not the one I want to fight again. Hey! Alright, found one. I mean, part of it's also the argument of, hey, for all the time that I'm spending, like, circling around finding for Chansey specifically, I probably would have gotten a little bit more progress just fighting, other Pokemon. And it's like, it's true, but it's like, then in some ways, then it's like, I have to, like, either use a healing item, um, or go back to the healing station to replenish my moves, which it's like I already kind of have to do that already. I figured it's like the less I would have to do that, the better. It's like there's some efficiency trade-offs either way. are actually getting somewhere now. Right as I was about to kind of maybe like explore a little bit of another area, just to kind of break up the monotony a little bit. We might actually get quite a couple of Pokemon trained up in quick order here. Things work out smoothly. I'm still not sure about facing Lacey today, though, but we might be able to set up being able to at least challenge her next stream. Because, yeah, it also very much depends on how well it goes, you know? Whether or not the team I'm setting up will actually stand a chance. Interesting choice. Not necessarily a good one. Alright, Hairmall is done. Again, I know, kind of a little over-dependent on steel Pokemon here, but... Let's see. I know I'm trying to get a poison type in here. Uh-huh, yeah. Okay, I know I'm not helping by adding in yet another steel type, but... Alrighty. Let's see now. Oop, and just like that, another Chansey. Down it goes. At least one of the poison types will get a decent shot, possibly. I mean, kind of went from making like next to no progress at all to actually being pretty close to done with training. You know, not a bad situation indeed. You know. Plus, I might have some decent options for taking on next Blueberry Leaf 4, and then hopefully that particular training session won't take as long, but you know, never know for sure, you know, because things can get pretty wacky pretty quickly. You know, they definitely did do a decent job of making this area and its and the trainers involved with it pretty challenging. You know. Ugh. Nope. Hey, it's actually almost daytime in in the terrarium. That might help us finding Chansey a little bit. Oops, see, we already found one right now. I'm gonna have so much happening to us by the time this is done. But yeah, give it like another 40 minutes or so and definitely calling it an evening. I'm pretty much locked in here at this point. Scouring for Chansey, trying to find one. Really want to move on with the story. Ah. I know this doesn't feel as awkward when I don't have to try to come up with things to say to fill in the void. Because I mean, what, what else is there to say? Hey, I've tried to find Chansey just so I can grind a team up so that I don't get completely blown over by the next Blueberry Elite Four fight. And again, it's like if I had at least a balanced team, you know, I would have been more comfortable fighting certain trainers. Just because it's like, you know, all it takes is the one wrong Pokemon, and then nearly my entire team's screwed. You know, Metagross is also catching up pretty nicely. I know there's plenty of evolved Pokemon that I could probably, you know, try to farm experience with, but it's like they don't go down as, you know, depending on what you have, you know, they don't go down as easily as Chansey, and sometimes the difference is night and day. Like at most with some Pokemon, you'll likely, if you get like 2,000 experience, Chansey over here gives you 6,000, 5 to 6,000, maybe 7,000, and even more so if you have a Bliss. If you take out a Blissey, which is, you know, nuts. I mean, hopefully for Drayton, we won't have to train as much. You know, depending on how things stack up. Oh, yeah, that was just a Magmar. I'm like, what? What was that? Okay, Vibrava. Ah! Freaking Trapinch. Hmm. Of course, you know, it's just like I'm kind of also balancing, you know, trying to stick it out longer, you know, just to get as much training done as I can so that I can actually get into the nitty gritty tomorrow. But then it's like, man, I'm also feeling pretty darn tired. Look, a Blitzel. That's nice. I'm not gonna fight you anyway. Probably not. Not a good type matchup for Metagross, even though, no, fully evolved, that doesn't necessarily mean you won't hurt. Hmm. There's one, finally. Oh, and there's another one if I act quickly enough. Okay. No, that's Venom off. Which I think I could take out pretty easily with Psychic, but... Eh. And good thing we had a good way to travel around quickly. Not sure we would have what we would have done without that. Really? Okay, you go do that. I'm out of here. Okay. Ah! Fine, if you want to be one-shotted so bad. I know I said I'll was thinking about hanging around until like 11 or so, but I might stop really soon just because, you know, after a while just going around in circles and circles and circles kind of gets to you, you know? Wait. That's a shiny Executor. Wow. Good thing I didn't stop yet. Holy crap, I think that's like the third shiny I caught on stream and the second from here. That is nuts. I'm gonna call you Colada. Okay, whatever, right on. Dang. I mean, all I really needed to catch at this point is execute. Okay, what kind of moves do you have? I mean... Let's see, Psyshock, Extrasensory. I mean, Giga Drain and Woodhammer are pretty neat. Man, that is pretty nuts. Okay, level 59. So you would be actually right right next to the other Executor. Okay. Alright, we are set. Okay, yeah, pretty interesting. I was like, that Executor looks a lot, and it's like, yep, it was a shiny. I mean, I would like to at least get one more Pokemon ready. Alright, here's another Chansey. Why did I do Magnerize? Oh well, decided to do softball instead, so... Yeah, I feel like next part all these Pokemon are just gonna level up all at once, one after the other. It's gonna be pretty crazy. Yeah, imagine if I ran into a shiny Chansey and ended up accidentally knocking it out. Ugh, that would have sucked. Oh, now I'm finding them all over the place. What? How? Yeah, that barely tickled. Fine, I'll do Meteor Mash. Hmm. Yeah, I think just gonna spend like a few more minutes and then probably gonna call it a day, cause man, uh, I mean, I have a good feeling that next part is gonna be the part that we actually get a move on. Not by much, cause we're probably gonna go back into some training right after, but we'll actually get something done next part finally. I know, I'm like picking off all the Chansey like right at the very end after spending like what, 15 to 20 minutes, maybe even longer, just searching for a handful. But not for nothing, I ran into a shiny Executor. Not sure if I'm gonna use it, but I mean, I have one. You know? Man, if it autocorrect, I mean, if it autocorrected to that, what the heck were you trying to type? Okay, a Bagon? I'm not sure if I have one. Honestly. Okay, there's Happening, and while they do offer, they still offer quite a bit, but at this point, not nearly as much as Chansey or Blissey. I mean, I'll take it as an honest mistake, Uh, you know, uh, not sure how often you would type that for that to be confused with a Pokemon name, but it. Or maybe autocorrect just really wanted to pull one over you. Who knows? But even so, I am generally focused on like completing the main story right now. Just due to like personal scheduling reasons. So I I'm not really one to set up trades exactly at this time. You know, it already I already spent the better part of this stream, hunting down Chansey just so that I could prepare for the next Blueberry Elite Four. It's like I had a chance to fight a Blissey, but a Rhyhorn got in my way. It sucked. Yeah, a lot of scrambled eggs. Well, I mean, there's also execute, but I mean, I caught a shiny executor not too long ago, and man, that was wild. Okay, well, I do have a poison type. It's also a rock type, which doesn't really help me with my, steel type steel type issue here. Uh, but we'll see. I mean, Al 10,000 is quickly, moving along here. What Pokemon can I like fit in here to train that might be able to help me out a little bit? I don't know. It is a little weird that my starter, well, not exactly my starter, but the one of the starter mon that I have the hidden ability is still a level 78. So let's see about fixing that a little bit. Been having Pokemon battles? Okay, yeah, the only two students are the ones with the teams that could screw me up, huh? Damn it, Trappage! Damn it, Barbara! Oh crap! 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 You're not getting away from me. Poison Trap should work just fine. There we go. I'm so close to being done. Come on, just a few more Chansey, or maybe even a Blissey. That would be quite something. Yeah, if I could just stick it out a little bit longer, I can finish at least the training for the next Blueberry Leaf 4 with this stream. I'll probably be starting another training session once I win that one, but you know, apparently it's tasty and makes you feel happy. Yeah, I heard the Pokedex entries might have something along those lines, or maybe it's Blissy's egg. I mean, they come from the same Pokemon, so I would imagine they both would be tasty and make you happy. It's probably what giving all the experience. Oh, come on. Well, yeah, the happening egg is a rock that it carries around for practice of carrying an egg. It's a Chansey in training. But yeah, it's like a lot of these Pokemon can be as many as like 20 levels under you. So, kind of a little hard to get some meaningful experience if you're trying to get your Pokemon up to like level 80. And of course, if you catch a Pokemon here, that's a lot of training you got to do for it. I already had to train a lot of these Pokemon up like 20 some levels. It's nuts. Execute would probably be gross because it's on the ground. Well, I mean, I guess, but also at the same time, they can't seem to decide of whether the Pokedex can't seem to decide whether they're eggs or seeds. Oh, they're probably I can understand that they might also likely be coconuts. Gonna probably do kind of one last sweep with the general area and then call it a day. We are already getting pretty close to the 3-hour mark, so that's usually good for like an average RPG part. Again, yeah, unfortunately, well, not a whole lot going on. Other than circling around, trying to find Chansey. Managed to get a good few Pokemon, took a part of a few good trainer battles. You know, got a shiny Executor. Thanks for stopping by. So, and I mean, given the slow start, actually managed to cover a bit of ground as far as the training, surprisingly, you know? So, we'll see what comes of it the next time. Do another part, which I believe is part 7. You know? Oh. Found probably just one more. I'm surprised that Sawsbuck didn't get hit in the crossfire. Dang. Okay. I think this might be it for today, because dang, I'm feeling pretty darn tired right now. Pardon me. I think I'm heading towards the center, aren't I? Alright, we are back at the center. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, just gonna heal our team. Okay, so yeah, we're relatively close to this challenge, the gym leader. Hopefully I get a little bit of variety here, because I am a little worried of this lineup right now. And there is some room for me to insert some of these guys in if I really need to. But, you know, it's gonna be a little tricky, you know. So, but yeah, we'll definitely see. But yeah, that is all for the time being. Thank you to everyone who decided to join in. Hopefully next stream is the part where some things happen. You know, preferably, you know, maybe it'll even be like the one a couple parts ago where I somehow manage to get 2 of the Blueberry Elite Four all at once or something. Uh, who knows? Who knows? Who knows how it'll work out? Uh, and like I said, I just need to find some time to schedule with Phil and whoever is interested in joining for the Switch post direct discussion. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I know in I think 10 days from now there's also a Mario Kart World Direct, so there's that to consider as well. But yeah, with all that said, this is Matt, your local friendly gamer. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have yourselves a wonderful evening and take care.